I'd start by saying that I'm not an education expert at all. As much as some of what I've done has been used within schools in order to help people learn about conservation or the Amazon or whatever it is, I couldn't really possibly say where I thought education would be, because I'd be asked, it'd be like asking a teacher where they think exploration will be in the next 5 years. I hope that I will develop stronger ties with both this show and with schools around the UK, and I think it's a really nice spin-off of what I do that I can use both the programmes and the adventures to help with education. And I think it's not really rocket science, but it kind of works, and I kind of like it as well. So yeah. I think my best example of where technology has helped me in terms of broadcasting what I'm doing is I did an expedition called Walking the Amazon. It was 2.5 years. In all intents and purposes, it was a really traditional, old-school expedition, and yet I took a little satellite internet link and was able to broadcast the whole thing live. And if I hadn't have done it, I wouldn't have reached the audience that I did end up reaching. And in fact, the whole expedition would have fallen apart because I ended up having to crowdfund expedition funds during the middle of the expedition because I ran out of money, and that was pre-crowdfunding. And so for me, I think as much as I do like old school sort of sweat and sawdust expeditions, technology still plays a big part, and I don't think you'd be able to do. I think part of the beauty of today is that you can do the two things alongside each other, and technology helps proper exploration. Yeah. I think for me, I'm not sure whether it's an inspirational thing, but one of the things that I've learned along the way, which I think carries me and through everyday life, not just expeditions, is that I used to be absolutely fixated on goals, on getting to the end, on, for example, walking the length of the Amazon. For the whole of that expedition, I had a little dream of running down the beach and flopping into the ocean, and I think it made everything harder. I really do. I projected into the future hugely, and what I learned from the expedition is that if I'd only stepped back and had a bit more perspective on it and enjoyed every single moment during the journey, then everything would have been a lot easier, and I made my life a lot more difficult than it needed to be. And I think I do that in everyday life, and so if I try and take any little chunk of wisdom from that expedition, that's the one thing that I always come back to, is just enjoy what you're doing right now, and the rest will sort itself out. There's definitely a massive buzz here, and it's great that all the different people from education can come together in such a way. I've really enjoyed coming here and speaking, and I'm really pleased that I've been able to play a very, very small part in it.